Hello and welcome to another episode of Collab with Kiva. I'm your host, Kiva Slade, and today we are going to talk about how service-based entrepreneurs can harness business intelligence data to grow their businesses. Business intelligence, or BI, is a crucial tool that can help entrepreneurs make informed decisions and drive growth. A recent article on CIO.com, Chief Information Officers, was titled, "Are SMBs Invited to the Business Intelligence Party?" And it was by Dipti Parmar. And it says that most small and mid-sized businesses, SMBs, haven't fully adopted business intelligence, BI analytics. They've cited various reasons, such as lack of scalable technology infrastructure or skilled human capital. They're also hesitant to invest in BI because of the perception that it doesn't align with budget and operational constraints. But check this out. Fortune Business Insights predicts that the global BI market will grow to 43 billion with a B by 2028, up from 24 billion in 2021. However, the overall adoption rate of BI is just 26% compared to 80% in companies that have over 5,000 employees. Just so you know, small and mid-sized businesses, or SMBs, typically small is defined as someone who has less than 100 employees, whereas a mid-size is between the 1 and 5. So the authors of this article had the same question I ask myself daily, like, what's stopping everybody? And there's really no single answer to the question. And they found that one issue that small businesses rarely have enough resources to set up a dedicated data science team, nor can they afford to bring in temporary consultants. And I know that that is something that I've seen in the work that I do, because basically, again, it kind of goes back to, it's hard for someone to have like that level of income to have a data science team and to have someone who specializes. If we're talking Google Analytics and things of that sort, the new GA4 has SQL. So you're talking database languages and programming languages and things of that sort that normally aren't a skill that's present in team members. So you need to have outside consultants. In addition to that, Itzik Levi, a CEO of a small business management software company, he said they're frequently forced, they being business owners, to make difficult trade-offs when it comes to priorities. Nobody has time to learn a new specialized skill. Exactly. For many companies, it is hard to have someone who is totally going to be that person who focuses only on data, because in many instances, people are wearing different hats. They also found, though, that mindset is a problem. The main limitation of many small and mid-sized enterprises to implement analytics is the fact that they think that these new approaches are really just reserved for large companies. And in actuality, they're not. So I've touched on this topic before on the podcast, but I feel it bears repeating, as we've seen a jump in AI technology that's available to the public. ChatGPT, and now Bard, and there's another startup out of Canada that I've read about. There's a lot that's happening. Data and AI are going to be trends not only for 2023, but also beyond. And as I've shared previously, resilience in business, especially in your operations, is imperative, and data gives small and mid-sized businesses that opportunity to gain a leg up on the competition. So I share all that to say, let's dive into some business intelligence stuff, okay? So business intelligence refers to the technologies, tools, and practices that organizations use to analyze data to make informed business decisions. Okay? It involves collecting data from multiple sources, cleaning it, transforming it into a usable format, and then analyzing it to gain insights and identify trends. Key components of BI include data warehousing, data mining, data visualization, and reporting. So nerd out with me for a minute. Data warehousing, just simply where the data is stored and organized, okay? That, for some businesses, is a spreadsheet. For others, it's a database like SQL. It can be a lot of things, but let's not get complicated. It's where the data is stored and organized. Data mining is involving statistical machine learning algorithms to identify patterns and relationships in the data. Data visualization, process of presenting that data in a visually appealing way, charts and graphs, dashboards, all the things that are pretty, but also should not just be pretty. They should help the person understand. Like super quickly, if you're looking at a chart, you're looking at a graph, you should within, I think they say 5 to 10 seconds, actually be able to pick out what is that about. If you can't, that means the person who created it needs to go back to the drawing board, okay? Finally, reporting. And obviously that's a process of summarizing and presenting the results of the analysis to the decision makers. And all the data in the world means nothing without that last step. So you can have a pretty dashboard if it's eye candy, unless someone in your business or a consultant like myself is coming in alongside you to actually before you analyze the data and tell you, okay, this is what it says, this is what I propose, and then you get to be informed to make a decision about, do I go this way or do I go that way? Based on that analysis. So, how can you as a service-based entrepreneur harness this business intelligent data? And the first step obviously is you have to start collecting it. If you don't have it, you need to start. And that might be different sources such as your sales, your marketing, customer service. Obviously, there can also be employee productivity. There's different things that can fit into what you determine to collect. It's based on what kind of data you need to make the decisions that you need to make in your business, what kind of goals that you have set up. So those things need to be closely related and tied together. But it's also important to clean and transform the data. And I've talked about this before, like no one really wants dirty data. We don't want dirty anything. So with that being the case, well, maybe I think, what's that? There's a drink. Anywho, keeping it PG. So we want to keep things clean and usable. And so you really want to clean your data sets. You want to make sure that the data that you're using, all of that is in the right format. You'd be surprised at something as small as an extra space in a cell that throws off some of the data because it's not formatted properly. So therefore it's not even included in any of your calculations and or analysis. So having a clean data set is super important, because that clean data set is what's used for the data mining and the visualization process, which obviously leads to the reporting process. So you want to make sure you have those things. And again, you can use business intelligence data to include customer behavior patterns, market trends, and we're going to dive into some of those. And let's be clear, data in and of itself is not the end all be all for any business or heck, life situation, if we're honest. However, having the data, good clean data, allows us to be informed. Being informed helps us to make better decisions. Obviously, that goes without saying for anything that we do in life. So the less information we have, the less likely our decision may not be very firmly rooted. We may not feel very confident in our decision. We're like, I don't know. I'm going to sit over here and wait just a little bit longer until I have more information. Data is that. It's your information. So here's some ways that business intelligence, BI, can help you with decisions that actually move the needle. Okay? Because again, every business has data. You could track so many things, but are they the things that you need to track in your business in order to move the needle? That's a conversation. So identifying market trends. Managers, analysts, you can use data collected from various sources to identify upcoming, like maybe you have e-commerce, maturing products for some people, but for service-based businesses, really thinking about what are your service offerings, okay? And is the market changing? And what kind of consumer consumption patterns are you seeing? We have high-ticket coaching programs. Maybe are people still buying those? What are they looking for to have in those high-ticket coaching programs? I see people post these questions all the time on Facebook. Do you want more one-on-one time? Do you want more hot seats? Do you want this? Do you want that? It's important to understand and identify market trends. What are people buying? What does it look like people are going to wind up purchasing? And these things are important. So you can use this data to measure the company's sales performance and predict future outcomes. That's important because sales is oxygen. It is what our businesses need to breathe. You can track the performance of your business. Business performance goes way beyond, as I've shared, revenue and profits. So you can help set your goals, map out tactics to meet them, understanding how you're performing vis-a-vis those goals, and what changes you can make to stay on track. And I love this one because just last week I was in a workshop, I guess. I'm not really sure what it was called. But I was in this and we had a guest speaker, and her business actually focuses on people using data and how to interact with their marketing in a way to find, like really find, as she said, if you wanted to find customers who like pink elephants on Tuesdays from 4 to 8 p.m., she could help you find that. Like her and her company, this is like the stuff that they live and breathe off of. And I found that so interesting because she showed an example where she used ChatGPT to, in real life, like she picked someone in the audience who shared what kind of business she has, and she used ChatGPT to map out I think it was a 3-month marketing sales cycle for this woman on LinkedIn based on the product, the service offering that she had. And having used ChatGPT for other things, I was just like, whoa, do we get the copy of this? Because I'm gonna need to watch this again. And I think that that is really important to understand, especially for those that fall into the small business. You have less than 100 employees. Many of my best clients are those that have less than 15 team members. And as we look to embrace, technology and understand that there's different ways we can utilize it, how can we do more with it for our teams and for our businesses? So you can use BI data to compare yourself to your competitors. Like competitive analytics is like huge. Understanding if you are in a field, like I had a client who was a finance blogger, understanding who her competition, like she had a long-standing SEO because of her long-standing in the industry. However, new people were coming up. Obviously, SEO terms change. Understanding like what her competitors were ranking for SEO purposes, how much competition there was for those SEO words was really helpful in helping the blog writer figure out what content needed to be created. And so understanding like how your competitors are doing, we all have competitors, even though we love to say that, yes, we all have our own secret sauce and we come to the table with our own this, that, and the other. Fact of the matter is there's still someone else out there who's doing what you're doing. Okay, so you can track competitors, like their strategies, performance. Let's be honest, y'all know y'all be signing up for people's launches and this and the other just to see what they're doing. So it's another way for you to also do some stalking and compare data with your competitors. Increase your profit margins. Obviously, you can identify, plug gaps in different areas of operations, whether it's like your sourcing, your marketing, your delivery of your product. So that can help you save $1 here, $1 there. That adds up over the course of 12 months, okay? Predict the success of your business. Like if you know where your market is going and you know what your competition is doing and you know how much you're selling over time, hello, that improves your forecasting accuracy completely. So we can also dive into providing a better customer experience because let's be honest, that's sometimes an area where things can get a little messy. But for those businesses who are focused on customer experience, we all know, like, we will shout it from the rooftops when we have had this, like, good customer. Well, we'll really shout it when we've had bad customer service, i.e. Yelp. But when we've had good customer service, I like to believe that people will also share that. And that's important. So you can gain valuable customer information using BI analytics, okay? Help you understand your customer's demographic, obviously age, gender, location. What are their shopping habits, interests, intents, preferred communication channels? And you can take that all like a step further. How are they engaging with your brand? And what are their likes, their dislikes, and to help improve like the efficiency of your marketing campaigns, so demographics, what products did they buy more of? Like, do you have people who, whatever it is that you might sell, maybe they are ClickUp templates and you have them and they're using those and you see that people are coming back and they're buying the next one in your series of whatevers, okay? Which products receive the maximum complaints? What new trends do you see your audience gravitating towards? All of these things are different dynamics that play into your marketing. And we know that data also helps you improve like not only customer experience, because you can provide personalized recommendations, targeted campaigns, automated messages, all of those different things based on someone's buying behavior. And we see that every day. If we go look at something on Amazon and then we're on somewhere else and we might see that ad or that other thing that popped up, it's because they're using that. They're using that data in order to figure out, hey, these are some things that you like. Maybe you might also like this. And we want to use that same kind of information. If you have people who have purchased your free opt-in, okay, what are you doing to engage with them? Get that zero-party data from them. That's right, you're asking them directly. You don't need anybody else. They're telling you directly, zero-party data that you can utilize to enhance their experience. Yes, they've gotten your freebie, but you know that there's an upsell to that freebie. What is it? Are you actually communicating that to them in a way that they want to hear? If they came to you learning about you through video, and now you're constantly sending them something via audio, and they told you they like you via video, listen, okay? And we see this also taking place in the ad space. Like, Facebook has been hit hard with their ad spending. Ad revenue. And so obviously iOS changes, made some tweaks, like you can't target like you used to. And that's been frustrating for a lot of people. But also a lot of companies have found that, hey, Google ads, even Amazon ads have been more profitable for them. So they're shifting their ad budgets to Google, to Amazon. And they're finding that, this is actually, I'm not investing as much as I was in Facebook, but I'm actually getting higher return on investment. So let's be honest though, that if those businesses didn't have customer data, it wouldn't matter where they chose to spend their ads money. They would risk, losing it by chasing the wrong customers because they didn't have actual information. So there's other ways like improving workforce productivity. You can also leverage it to fine tune your strategy. Like there's a new thing, self-service business intelligence, SSBI, like really having to, for a lot of companies, put together a DIY approach. The reality is, and I had this conversation last week with a potential client, was unfortunately for some of us small business owners, there is not yet a SaaS-driven tool that combines and we can pull our financial data out of QuickBooks and we can pull our operational data out of ClickUp and we can do this. And plus, so many small businesses utilize so many tools. But that does not mean that you cannot work with someone to put together, again, based on your goals and your KPIs and your metrics, what data you need to be collecting. And in many cases, some of that data can be pulled by a virtual assistant. And then it's ready for an analyst to actually analyze it. The key is, again, you have to start collecting the data. So when you have those kinds of things in place, you can start to do so much. And I think that we're just scratching the surface of understanding what we can do. And obviously you can hear I get excited and passionate about this stuff. But monitoring your marketing campaigns, like at a granular level, like analyzing performance and tracking things according to your KPIs. There's so much power that exists in data. And it's really about learning how to harness that to, once again, be informed and make better decisions in your business. So as we just get ready to wrap up, I think that, if I go back to the article, I think it brings up an interesting point, which is small business owners need BI to look for those parts of the business that are driving the most growth, which might be drowned out by all the noise of getting things done. I'm going to repeat that. Small business owners need BI to look for those parts of the business that are driving the most growth, which might be drowned out by all the noise of getting things done. And when you can take that, really look at your coaching programs. Maybe you have a one-on-one in a group program, and you also have this membership, and you actually look at where's the money coming from? What kind of level of productivity is our team having put forward to move these things forward, to deliver these things, to make this program be what it is? Which of these really is driving growth? Which of these gives us a better ROI? And do we need to focus more of our attention on one of those things to actually increase our profit margins and do some things differently in our business? So again, here's some wrap-up tips. Okay, business intelligence is a crucial tool that can help entrepreneurs make informed decisions and drive growth. That's number one. Number two, the key components of BI include data warehousing. Don't complicate it. It's just where the data is held and looked at. Data mining, data visualization, and the most important, reporting. 3, service-based entrepreneurs can harness BI data to gain insights into customer behavior patterns, market trends, and areas for improvement in their operations. 4, best practices for gathering, analyzing, and using BI data include setting clear goals, having a plan, choosing the right tools and technologies, and working with a team with the right skills and expertise. Number 5, by harnessing BI data, service-based entrepreneurs can increase customer satisfaction, drive growth, and achieve their goals. I will tell you this, that I've said this before, I've said it in this podcast. There's actually a report out now that says the same thing, which is for small businesses, operational resilience is going to be key. BI gives you that operational resilience. Data gives you operational resilience. So you can know where to spend your money, how much to spend, and what outcomes you can expect from those expenditures. So if you're ready to harness the power of BI data and drive growth for your service-based business, book a call. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what's going on and what exactly it is that you're looking to find out. So we can help you get started and provide some guidance to you along the way. So if you're interested, you can book a call at the516collaborative.com. We'd love to have a chat with you. And again, do not be afraid of it. Data is your friend, and we want to be able to use it in a way to grow your business and also just enhance what you are doing. So I will talk to you next time with an operations-focused podcast. See you then. Bye.